Let me ask you the hard question. If success left no immediate trace, no applause, no money, no recognition, would you still be willing to do the work? Society has built an illusion of overnight success. Every day we see headlines about entrepreneurs who seem to come out of nowhere and achieve this massive success. A startup goes from an idea to a billion-dollar company. A new product takes over the market. A young founder is suddenly labeled a genius. It looks effortless. It looks like fate. It looks like they were just simply destined to win. But what if I told you that every so-called overnight success was built on years of silent, unseen work? What if I told you that behind every big breakthrough, there are thousands of hours of grueling, uncelebrated effort that no one ever wants to talk about? We live in a world that celebrates the finished product, but ignores the process. We see the results, but not the repetitions. But the truth is, success is not built in public. It is built in solitude. It is built in the long, unpaid hours, the lonely nights, and the relentless grind when no one is watching. And the question every entrepreneur needs to ask is this: are you willing to do the work when no one sees it? Let's talk about the hidden hours where success is actually built. Think about any great entrepreneur, athlete, innovator, or someone more specific you admire. In my case, Johannes Christophermus Wolfgangus Theophilus Mozart. Their biggest wins happen in front of the world, but those moments were only possible because of the work that happened in private. Let's start with Michael Jordan. Everyone remembers his game-winning shots, but few talk about the thousands of hours he spent practicing in an empty gym long before anyone knew his name. Elon Musk is known for Tesla and SpaceX, but what most people forget is that before Tesla took off, he spent years sleeping in his office reading physics textbooks to better understand rocket science and refining his vision long before investors took him seriously. Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world, but in its early days, Jeff Bezos worked in a tiny office, personally packing books and shipping them by hand. There was no glamour, no spotlight, just relentless effort day after day. Mozart did not compose his greatest symphonies at age 5. He spent decades refining his music in private before he changed the world. So here's the real question. Are you willing to put in the hidden hours before anyone recognizes your work? Let's take a look at the psychological battle of silent work. Most people do not fail because they are incapable. They fail because they cannot mentally handle the weight of working without immediate results. The hardest part of success is not the work itself. It is the loneliness, the doubt, the feeling that your effort is invisible. It is the years spent without recognition, without validation, without proof that what you are doing will pay off. This is where most people quit. Not because they are not talented, not because their idea is not good, but because they expect progress to be so visible. Entrepreneurs who survive this phase have one thing in common. They trust the process even when they cannot see the results yet. They keep going when logic tells them to stop. They understand that mastery happens below the surface, long before the world notices. They understand that in the game of success, patience is just as important as action. This is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Please allow me to open your eyes to the step-by-step framework for silent work. If you are serious about success, you cannot just hear this and feel inspired. You have to apply it. Here is how you develop the discipline for silent work and make sure your unseen effort actually leads to results. Step 1, redefine progress. Most people quit because they think progress means instant internal rewards. More money, more recognition, more opportunities. But the real progress happens in skills, experience, and small improvements that no one can see. Mozart practiced for 10 years before composing anything truly groundbreaking. If you're writing, your progress is in the pages you finish, not the books you sell. If you're building a business, your progress is in the problems you solve, not the revenue you generate in the early days. When you redefine progress, you eliminate the need for immediate validation, and that gives you the endurance to keep going. Step 2, build a system of repetition. Mozart did not compose in bursts of random inspiration. He had structured practice, writing music daily. Every elite performer, from athletes to CEOs, follows a system of consistent, disciplined repetition. If you're an entrepreneur, you need to design your daily habits around skill building. That means setting fixed hours for deep work, where you improve your craft without distractions. That means writing, coding, designing, or strategizing every single day, not just when you feel like it. That means removing randomness and replacing it with structure that forces progress. Your daily work should be so systematic that success becomes inevitable over time. Step 3, master patience as a competitive advantage. Most people fail because they are impatient. They work hard for a few months and expect these massive results. But the true masters, whether in business, art, or innovation, think in decades, not months. Mozart spent 2 decades refining his craft before creating his greatest work. Are you thinking that long term? Can you endure 5 years of unseen work if it means achieving something extraordinary? Patience is not about waiting. It is about trusting that what you are doing now will compound over time. If you can outlast your competitors in patience, you will outlast them in success. Step 4, detach from approval. One of the biggest reasons people stop working in silence is that they crave recognition way too early. They want people to notice them. They want reassurance. They want proof that what they are doing actually matters. But if you need validation at every single step, you will never last in this game. Mozart was rejected multiple times by aristocrats and patrons before gaining widespread recognition. He did not let that stop him. He kept creating. Are you willing to do the same? You have to develop the ability to work in isolation with no applause, no encouragement, and no immediate feedback. You have to be self-driven, not validation-driven. This is the only way to stay committed for the long haul. Final challenge for you. Will you do the work when no one is watching? Most people only work hard when they think it will pay off immediately. Most people quit when they do not see fast results. But those who achieve something legendary, whether in business, art, or innovation, are the ones who commit to the work when there is no guarantee of success. So ask yourself, are you doing the silent work? Are you staying disciplined even when no one is giving you credit? Are you refining your skills, your business, and your mindset in the hours that no one will ever see? Because in the end, that is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. The world only sees the results, but the ones who succeed are the ones who are willing to work in silence until the world has no choice but to notice them. If you found this inspirational, motivational, or at the very least entertaining, you can always continue supporting the channel by sending your thanks with the thanks button down below. You can buy a Reselloupe to add value to the photos you're already taking. Better photos means better sales, plain and simple. Or you can join the posse for less than gas station coffee and get access to What the FAQ Thursdays, which is a deep dive on a lot of different topics for entrepreneurs, resellers, and everybody that wishes to learn. As always, give this video a like, share this with anyone that needs to see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss awesome videos like this. See you in the next one. Peace. And cheers, everybody. Look, I am nobody. I am just a guy that wants to help you succeed. I know that a lot of the times we need inspiration. We need a little push. We need somebody to point out things that we cannot point out for ourselves. I'm hoping that videos like these help you do that. I'm hoping that you get true value out of this and you keep coming back to the channel so that I can keep pushing you forward, which actually keeps me pushing forward. I wish you the best in 2025 and beyond.